From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good afternoon, South Florida. I'm Larry Livingston.
And I'm Nikki Mohan. Here's a look at your top stories today. 2 yachts going up in flames in Fort Lauderdale. Cell phone video showing the flames coming from the Universal Marine Center located at Southwest 25th Terrace around 4 this morning. These yachts are worth a total of $24 million. Investigators believe the flames started in one boat, then spread to another. At least one of those yachts was under renovation, now is under investigation. No one was injured. The cause of that fire also under investigation.
An intense rescue effort at a school in Northwest Miami-Dade. It happened earlier this morning after an SUV barreled through a fence, slamming into the West Little River K-8 Center. Now, firefighters had to put out the fire before cutting the driver out of that mangled SUV. The driver was then flown to Ryder Trauma Center with severe burns. One driver dead after a Brightline train collided with an SUV in Aventura. The crash happened on Dixie Highway and Ives Dairy Road, just across from Aventura Mall. The driver of that white SUV did die on the scene. It appeared that the driver was on the tracks waiting for a red light to change when that train struck it. The crash, of course, under investigation.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying, play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
The father of the teenager who died saving the lives of others is now permitted to visit the United States, where he will use this time to say goodbye to his son. Misael Burgos was given a humanitarian visa after he was denied a tourist visa, causing him to miss his son's funeral. He will now stay in the United States for 5 days until his return to Nicaragua. His son, 17-year-old Christian Burgos, drowned off of Virginia Key Beach in September after saving a mother and her son from rough surf.
Well, as breaking news happens, we always have you covered on air and online.
And all you have to do is head over to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.